You can read the title. You know what it is. I'm gonna drink, and I'm gonna rank every Soulsborne boss, with a couple of exceptions. So, disclaimer: I haven't beaten every Soulsborne boss. Not necessarily because I'm a scrub. I haven't properly played Demon Souls, so none of that is here. Well, I'm not going to do any of them. And then there are a couple of Dark Souls 2 bosses I haven't beaten. I think it's just Nameless King. Sorry, not Nameless King. Fume Knight and Sorolon. Just because I haven't really gotten around to them. I don't know. I've just never bothered to properly fight them. Because I guess I'm just not a true fan. I'm probably going to do these in like order of games. I'll start with DS1 and move on from there. Before I do that, I'm going to start with the alcohol. That means... I don't know why my mouth isn't moving. I'm going to start with a shot or two of Suntory whiskey. So I'll do that now. I hope that sound comes through on the mic. This might be more than a shot. Oh well. Okay. First shot, here we go. That is way too big to be a shot. That was like 1.5 shots. Oh no. Starting off right. Okay, I was gonna do 2 shots, but I'm gonna hold off for now. Outside of the shots, I have some rum and coke here as well. Okay. Alright, let's start ranking some shit. First is DS1. I guess I'll kind of go in the boss's order. So Asylum Demon is tough. I think he's a really good tutorial boss. But obviously in the grand scheme of things, he's not that special. But I think as a boss, the way that he's used is really cool. I especially really love like how they used him after they used the tutorial boss of Demon Souls. How that boss was supposed to kill you, but this one you have to actually beat. I think that's really cool. I want to put him in B. Taurus Demon. Some people don't really like him that much. I think he's okay. I don't think he deserves B tier. I guess C. He's kind of neat, but you know, he's fine. He's whatever. Gargoyles. Okay. I like gargoyles a lot. I think they're probably like high B. I can't see them being A personally. They are really good though. Like the highest B I can probably give. I'm just gonna start doing these in whatever order I want. Gwendolyn. For the longest time I didn't really mind Gwendolyn, but in retrospect, no, he isn't really that good. Like what even is he? It's just a hallway. Yeah, D. I kind of feel bad because I don't hate him, but whatever. Stray Demon. I mean, yeah, it's just a reskin. Not really much to say about it. Does it deserve D? It does have the surprise factor, where you go back to the tutorial area, and it has some new moves, but yeah, D should work. D is fine. Priscilla, I want to say she's good, but the only problem is that she's too easy. But then I feel like her design is just kind of inherently flawed a little bit. It's a neat concept that you can track her with her footsteps, but in practice it's, you know, there's not really much to it. You can just see where she is, you know. I don't know, it's not really... I feel like it's a neat idea and I like her, but yeah, I'll put her in C. Ceaseless. I hate Ceaseless, but I've grown on him a little bit over the years, so I guess he's my favorite of the Demon Ruins, Lost Izalith sort of section of bosses. Even then, I feel like he's an E, to be honest. I really don't like him. Demon Fire Sage. I mean, I don't know. I said Ceaseless was my favorite of those bosses, but now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, yeah, the demon reskins are annoying, but it's still a functional boss. And is it worse than Stray Demon? I feel like it's kind of just on the same level. There's not really any reason it should be lower. If anything, it at least has a reskin, whereas Stray Demon doesn't. I'll put it in the same tier, I guess. Centipede Demon... Centipede Demon... I've warmed up to a little bit over the years, but I'm still not amazed. He's pretty bad, but I've warmed up a little. I'll put him in E. That arena is too distracting. Bed of Chaos, easy F. The easiest F I can possibly give. I think it's the worst boss in the series. No questions asked. It is absolutely terrible. Everyone knows it. It's so bad. It's hilariously bad. It's not even like... What even is it? It's so... it's like... It's... I've never really checked. How do speedrunners do? I guess speedrunners just skip it. But if you're doing a all boss run of DS1, I feel like Bed of Chaos would be fucking kryptonite next to like Ornstein and Smo, you know? Pinwheel, yeah, E. Normally, I don't like bashing a boss just for its difficulty, because I feel like Pinwheel has some neat ideas and stuff. It's an okay concept, but he's so easy that it just doesn't matter. You don't really get to see a lot of what he can do. Nito is okay. I've heard some people really aren't a big fan of him, and I've heard some people love him. I feel like I think he's like a B, like mid B maybe. I don't mind him. He's not that bad. I like the atmosphere of the arena. I think he's cool. His design is fucking awesome. I think gameplay wise there are some weird things. I don't know. The ganking is kind of annoying. The fact that you have to take damage when you drop into the arena, that's annoying. But he just kills all the mobs anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But then it's like kind of weird design wise. I don't know. Seath. I almost want to say C, but I really don't get anything out of fighting him. I almost want to say D. I feel like that's too harsh though. He has spectacle, so I guess C. Bottom of C. Sif. I guess A. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, A. The music is really, really good. The atmosphere is great. I love that the cutscene changes. I love that the cutscene changes with the DLC. I think that's awesome. That's a really, really cool addition. Just like, you know, it's kind of too easy and it's kind of basic in a lot of ways, but it just works, man. It's such a memorable fight. You know, it's so iconic. Four Kings. I don't really feel too strongly about them. I hate that homing projectile. I think that thing is terrible. But other than that, they're fine, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen the hype for them being like a super high tier boss, but there isn't enough for me to hate them, so I guess they're sure. Sanctuary Guardian is cool. I think it's kind of an overlooked boss in the grand scheme of things. It's really nice. I think it's a good opening to the DLC. I would put it in like even... Oh, do I put it above Gargoyles? I think I might, yeah. If it moves, okay. Yeah, Sanctuary Guardian's cool, man. Visually, it's really, really great. I think it's a really cool way to open the DLC with just throwing a boss fight at you straight away. And it's just like, you want to do the DLC? Fucking beat this thing. Do it. I need more drinks. Hold on. I need more sippies. Try another shot. I'll do a much smaller one this time. The other one was way too big. Artorias. Yeah, he's S. He's S. Everyone knows it. I know some people say he's overrated. I don't care. Yeah, he's great. I mean, so recently, my friend has been playing Dark Souls for the first time. he was stuck on Artorias for so long. Granted, he couldn't play super often, but he finally beat him recently, and it was so satisfying and it was so great. Watching him learn the moveset really reminded me like how good Artorias' moveset is, man. It's so fun to learn. It's really like, it's one of those fights where it really is just like a dance, you know? Artorias is so fucking cool. His animations are amazing. He's difficult, but he feels mostly fair. I feel like the fairness, I mostly think it's fine. I guess it's all fair. The run-up's a little long though, but oh well, who cares? And over the years, he seems a little like, he seems a little outclassed by some other bosses, sure, but he's iconic, he's memorable, he's everyone's, the old school, the classic Dark Souls fans' favorite boss, you know, the OG. Calamite, over the years, has soured for me a little bit. It's kind of a long fight. I want to say A though, for sure. Probably high A. He's close to S, but I feel like, I don't know, the fight is lacking a little something. Some moves are just kind of annoying to deal with. He takes a while to kill, man. I guess it depends on the build, but I think better dragon bosses exist, and just because of that, I feel like Calamite gets brought down a little bit. Fucking awesome design though. Holy shit. What a fucking cool dragon design. Manus. I know a lot of people would say S. I'm gonna say A as well. I'll probably put him just below Calamite, I think. Keep in mind, A is still really respectable. A is a fucking good boss fight. But Manus to me, and this is a kind of personal bias thing, Manus to me is easily the hardest boss in DS1. And to me, he's like significantly harder. He's a step above all the other bosses in terms of difficulty. He feels so aggressive that it's fucking insane. Like, he feels like a Bloodborne boss, you know? He doesn't feel like he belongs in Dark Souls. He's nuts. Moonlight Butterfly, E tier. Looks cool, has cool music, but shit design. Terrible. Gwyn. Say, yeah, high A. I don't know, man. I love Gwyn. So Gwyn is like my favorite character in terms of lore. The fight is really good. It's not quite perfect though. I think mechanically, Calamite and Manus probably beat Gwyn, but Gwyn just has that special something, man. His music is so good, and I think lore-wise as a character, and the way that comes through in his fight is really great. I don't know, there's something really special about Gwyn. Capra Demon, I agree that Capra Demon isn't great. To be honest, I don't hate it as much as a lot of other people. I learned very early on when I first started playing DS1 that you can use the stairs, and once you know how to use those properly, it's really not too bad. But yes, he is bullshit. The fact that you have to use the environment in that way, and even then the camera sucks and it just feels annoying, and at that point is it even really fun either? Because when you get to his actual moveset, there's nothing really going on. There's nothing special. Like, I'll say D. D is where I would put him. Gaping Dragon, fucking awesome design. Like, between Calamite and Gaping Dragon, like, some of the best dragon designs in the series, in anything I've fucking seen. They're so cool. Boss fight though is just whatever. Put it in C. It might go in D, but the visuals are just too good. I'll put him above, like, I'll put him there, sure. Quelaag is really good. A tier. Yeah, that seems good. She's great. Iron Golem. A lot of people see Iron Golem as just sort of like a mid-boss. I think he's not bad. I want to put him in B, personally. I think he's neat. I think he's cool. I think he's a fitting challenge at the end of Sen's Fortress. I like that you can knock him off the cliff. I like that you can summon Tarkus, who's a fucking beast. He looks cool. I don't know. I think it's neat. I think it's a fun enough boss fight. I'll put him here. Here. There we go. ONS. So I think recently ONS has again soured a little bit upon replaying the game, seeing other people play the game. There's that weird bug with the animation, like with Ornstein when he does his stupid dash. Like at this point I'm familiar enough with how it works that it's not too bad for me to dodge, but the fact that it exists in the first place is really dumb. If you don't know, he just like glitches around, he just suddenly stops and then he goes back into dashing. It's really dumb, and to be honest it does bring the fight down a little bit. But yeah, it's still S tier. A little bit lower down than it used to be for me, I think, but you know, it is what it is. Is that it for DS1? I think it might be. It is. Okay. Alright. Time for DS2. Okay. I'm just not even going to bother with the order. I'm just going to go in whatever order the tier list has it. Skeleton Lords. I used to hate this boss. I've warmed up a little bit to it. It has good music. I'll give it that. The music is sick. And I like skeletons, so I guess I'm biased in that way. Low D. Sure. That might be generous, but oh well, who cares. Covetous Demon. I guess F. Yeah, it just doesn't have anything going for it. Because I almost feel like, because some of these bosses do things that are more annoying and more egregious, but Covetous Demon just has nothing, man. What is it? It's nothing. It's a nothing boss. Mytha. I think the hate Mytha gets is a little overdone. Only a little bit, though. She's still bad, but I think some people hate her a bit too much. Her design is kind of neat. People say like, oh, she's just a Medusa, but you know, she's holding her head as a separate thing, okay? Everyone liked it when Guardian Ape did it, but when Mytha does it, nah, man. I know it's not the same thing. Shut up. D, sure. I'll put her like below Skeleton Lords. Yeah, there we go. Smelter Demon is really good, actually. Probably one of the better bosses in DS2. I'll put him in low A. Yeah. Old Iron King. Yeah. I don't want to be too harsh and put him down in the E tier, but he's pretty bad. It's like there's nothing. He's just so lame. I don't know. He's disappointing too, and that's the big thing for him, is that he's just a disappointment for such a cool character in the lore. Scorpion S Najka. Whatever. I don't care. D tier. Royal Rat F. Easy F. Only slightly above Bed of Chaos. God, it's so shit. God, it's terrible. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it. It's so fucking god awful. Oh god. Prowling Magus. Yeah, F tier, I guess. I don't know. It's not it doesn't make me as angry as like Royal Rat or Bed of Chaos, but yeah, it's nothing. Who cares? Freya. Freya is, I think, one of my hot takes. I really like Freya. I don't know if I would put her in B tier, but at least high C for sure. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't mind her. I think it's a neat idea to have this giant spider, and you can only hit its head for damage, but it has a head on either side. So you bait it into like doing a big attack on one side, and then you can run around the other and attack that. Yes, it's not amazing. Yes, the minions are annoying, I guess. But it makes sense for a Spider Queen. I don't know. And the music is really good as well. No one talks about that, but the music is really great. Yeah, High C. Come on. She's not that bad. Dragon Riders. Twin Dragon Riders? I barely even remember the fight, but I think it's just Dragon Rider times 2. Which is just like... whatever. Like, who the fuck gives a shit? Looking Glass Knight. Again, one of the better bosses of DS2. I know DS2 has too many knight bosses, but a lot of the best bosses in that game are knights, weirdly enough. So, you know. I'm going to put it at top of B, though. I don't think it's an A tier fight. I think mechanically there isn't enough going on to boost it up to that level. I know it has the summoning other players thing, which is really cool, but in practice it doesn't really work well enough, at least in my experience. It's been mostly just an opportunity to just wail on the boss, which doesn't really ignite me, you know? God, we have so much to go. Okay, Demon of Song. I think it's pretty neat. I'll put him at like bottom of B. I'll put him there. I think I like him. No, I like him less than Nito. Okay, there we go. That's good. I don't know. It's neat. It's fine. I know that might be weird. A lot of people would consider it average or below average, but you know, it's neat. It's a cool design. It's creepy. Velstat, right above Demon of the Song, I guess. I don't know. I think some people really like Velstat, and I guess I get it. He's kind of cool. I don't know. Guardian Dragon, Ancient Dragon. I've never fought it. I've never fought Ancient Dragon, so I can't really comment on it. Yeah, I'm just not going to include it. I don't know. I haven't fought him. Giant Lord. I barely even remember this thing. I know you fight him in the memory. He was just kind of nothing. Hang on, top of E. Because at least he's in a memory, and it's like a cool kind of lore thing. And the fact that it's the where is it? The Last Giant. The fact that the demon. I'm just wow. I'm losing it already. The fact that the Giant Lord is the Last Giant is cool. I like that. Nice way to tie it in. Whatever. I don't know. Vendrick, I don't think I've ever bothered killing him, so I'm not going to include him. Throne Guardians, I think mechanically they're fine, but I just barely remember them, man. I'm just going to put them in just middle of C. Sure. Pursuer is one of the better bosses in DS2, I would say. Is it better than Smelter? I'll say he's just above Smelter. Just because of Scholar of the First Sin, because he like hunts you down a bit more. That's cool. Nashandra, I do not really care for. I'll put her at lower part of C, just below the Rotten. I don't really care about her. Who cares? She's, in my opinion, probably the weakest final boss. Maybe Moon Presence is worse. I don't know. Depends on the definition of final boss. Anyway, Aldia I've never fought. Dark Lurker I've never fought. I forgot about that. Grave Robbers I've never fought. Alana is I'll put a I will put Alana here in the middle of B. I think she's pretty good. She's kind of rough around the edges, but you know, solid boss. And you know, while I'm here, I'm gonna put Looking Glass Knight below Sanctuary Guardian. Sanctuary Guardian is fucking cool. What a cool boss. So dope. It's like the best, like Manticore I've ever seen in a game. Oh my god, that was all. That was real silence. I could not remember the word for Manticore. Okay. Sin is cool. I really love Sin. His lore is awesome. His gameplay is good. I'm gonna put him above Quailag. I'll put him above Sif as well. Sure. I like Sin. He's good. He's a cool dragon boss. Very solid. Is this blue smelter? So I have fought this. It was at a friend's house with his character, but yes, I have fought blue smelter with the run up and everything. Just because of the run up, fucking F tier. Terrible. Actual just AIDS. It's so bad. That run. Me and my friend doing that run up at his place when the DLC first came out. Oh my god. It was so just, it was a joyless experience. It was so bad. Fume Knight. I've fought a bunch, but I haven't beaten him. Does that mean I can rank him? I guess I can rank him. A tier. I guess he's above Sin. I don't feel comfortable ranking him. I'm just not gonna do it. I haven't beaten him. It doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right to rank a boss I have not defeated. I won't do it. So that means no Sorolon. Nadalia, Bride of Ash. Who even is that? Okay, that's not a real boss. That's bullshit. That's even on this list. Get that shit out of here. You know what? Just because of that, F tier. Fuck it. Dragon Rider. People shit on Dragon Rider. I get it. I don't want to put him too low. I'll put him top of D, I guess. I don't know. I don't think he's that offensive. He's just kind of whatever. I don't want to say he's forgettable either, because everyone remembers Dragon Rider. But in terms of mechanics, he's just a bit too easy. There's not really anything going on. He's just a dude with a spear and a shield. Sorry, a halberd. Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry. A halberd. But fucking who cares? Whatever, it's fine. Ava, King's Pet. I don't really remember fighting Ava that much. I want to say like there. I don't know. It was fine. It was alright. The invisibility thing is kind of interesting, but I guess in practice there's not really much to it. You just, I guess it gives you the option of fighting it invisible. I don't know why you would do that. The twin tigers. Never fought them. I know they exist. I haven't done that part of the DLC because fuck that. I ain't doing that. That's not a boss. Is this just the same as the last one? That's not a real boss. Burnt Ivory King. Okay, here we go. So, if it's not clear already enough, I'm not super huge on DS2. It's a good game, but it's really flawed in a lot of ways. The boss design especially is like kind of quantity over quality for the most part. There's so many bosses, but not that many of them are really great. That's it. Burnt Ivory King is probably the only S tier boss from DS3 in my opinion that I've beaten, that I've fought. Yeah, Burnt Ivory King is fucking dope. Is he as good as ONS? Probably not, so I'm gonna put him below. But he's really fucking cool, man. He's so awesome. Oh, I love the mechanic where you bring in the other knights. I think that's really awesome. It's so creative and cool. I think the way it's implemented is really great too. Sorry, I had to take a break real quick. I just had to go have some more drinks. I'm really feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Really feeling it. Hell yeah. Okay. Alright, back to business. Are we done with DS3? DS2? No, we're not. Okay. Old Dragon Slayer. Who gives a shit? Bottom of D. Ruined Cent. No, wait. Flexile Sentry. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Another. This isn't really a hot take, but I actually really, really like Flexile Sentry. It's a really unique boss. Like, how does it not get more credit? I really don't understand. Like, the symbiotic, like, not symbiotic, the Siamese twin sort of design, and each side has its own moveset. It's a really cool idea, and I love the arena. I like that the arena has a pillar in the middle that you can use as like crowd control. I like that the arena slowly fills with water. The arena takes place in like a pirate ship. That's dope. Hell yeah, this goes in middle of B tier. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck it. I like Flexile Sentry a lot. I will defend this boss to the ends of the earth. Ruin Sentinels. I also enjoy. I used to hate them when I was younger, but now that I've gotten better at the game, now that I have more experience, they're cool. I'll put them just below Flexile Sentry. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. You know what, too? The Ruin Sentinels, weirdly, as characters, they've gotten cooler over time. I look at the Ruin Sentinels now, I'm like, damn, they're fucking chads. Like, I think they get wrecked in some of the lore, but they're just cool knight dudes, you know? They're dedicated. Belfry Gargoyles, F tier. Let's take a good boss from DS1 and just times it by 100 and make it terrible. Lost Sinner. Good. I don't think it's at the top of like DS2 for me personally. It's still solid. I'll put it right below Sanctuary Guardian, above above Looking Glass Knight. There we go. God, I'm feeling it now. Executioner Chariot. The fight is fine, but God, that run up and that stupid invader that's right at the front. I'm gonna put it in D. I'll put it below. I'll put it below Old Iron King personally. I'm not a fan. I think that's it for DS2. Okay. Okay. All right. DS3. Okay. God, my voice sounds like shitty too now with all the drinks. Okay. Aldrich. Aldrich is good. He's not. Top of B, I think, is fitting. I don't think he does enough to put him at A. He's cool, but yeah. He can be a bitch, though. Yorm. I feel like Yorm comes up in discussion a lot as like a gimmick boss that is kind of disappointing, doesn't really work that well. He's okay. I'll put him in like here. I'll put him right above Taurus Demon. There we go. By the way, we're gonna do DS3, then Bloodborne, then Sekiro. Dancer. Kind of a hot take. It's not hot, but I think Dancer is overrated personally. I mean, I understand why people like Dancer. It's just personally for me, I don't really see it. I don't get the appeal as much. It's still a great boss. I'll put it like right below Bell Gargoyles personally. I don't know. That might be too low below Bell Gargoyles. Maybe put it there. High B. High B. That's generous. It's a good boss. It's just, yeah. I don't know. Something about it holds it back for me. I don't find it that difficult either. A lot of people have trouble with it. It's one of the few bosses where I just don't get the difficulty. Hold on. I'm going to turn the light on so that my mouth moves properly. Alright, Osiris. I'll put him in. Put him just above Yorm. He's really not that great. I think thematically he's kind of cool. But gameplay wise, like in that second half, he has so many attacks that just don't feel fair. Not that he's the hardest boss in the series. Why is my mouse still not moving? Uh, he's not the hardest boss, like, really, but he has, like, that charge attack sucks, man. It's terrible. No one wants to deal with that. Champion Gundyr. This is, like, easy A. I don't think he's quite S. Put him just below Manus? I don't know, I feel like gameplay-wise, I do enjoy Gundyr a bit more, but Manus has all that lore stuff going on. Gundyr is cool, but he doesn't really stand out as much as Manus. Manus is so memorable, you know? Dragon Slayer armor. It's like a good fight that's brought down by the ranged butterfly, the Pilgrim Butterflies. Without the Pilgrim Butterflies, it would be like a good fight. Maybe if you just retuned the butterflies in some way. I don't know. They're kind of annoying. I'll put it above Iron Golem, below Ruin Sentinels. Lorien and Lothric. It's a really good fight. I feel like it gets kind of overlooked, even by me. It's really, really good. I'm gonna put it above Gundyr, below Manus. Yeah. Shit, maybe it's above. I don't know, like, it's a really, really good fight, but there's something holding it back for me. I feel like Manus and Calamide and Gwyn, like, they all stand out more in my mind. Not that Lorien and Lothric aren't memorable, but, like, I'm gonna leave them here for now. I'll think about it. I might come back to that later. Ancient Wyvern. I think Ancient Wyvern gets a bit of a bad rap. It's not good, but I agree with what people say, that, like, if you take away the health bar of Ancient Wyvern so that it's not a boss, it's just a normal, like, you know, like, environment hazard, it would be cool. It would be a cool thing that people will remember. The fact that it's a boss feels kind of unfair because it's not really a boss. It's like a gimmick puzzle fight thing, if you can even call it that. I'll put it at the bottom of E personally. It could go lower. If you put this at the bottom of F as like the worst boss ever, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I totally get it. But I just don't really think of it as a boss personally. For me, it's like almost a different thing. Like, if the red Hellkite Drake in DS1 was considered a boss, you would consider it to be trash tier. Like, you know? That's kind of my mindset, I guess. Nameless King. I like Nameless King a lot. I don't... He's definitely high A. Is he better than Gwyn? Mechanically, probably, yeah. I think the difficulty is more balanced than Gwyn, because Gwyn is, like, arguably, like, super easy if you parry him, and arguably too hard if you don't parry. Nameless King is just hard, but in, like, a good way. Yeah, I'll put him high A. It's a really high A. He's so close to S, but he doesn't quite do it for me. I can see other bosses that just stand out a lot more than him. Soul of Cinder is a fantastic fight, man. It's so good. It's a really, really good fight. And I think a lot of people forget that. I think a lot of people forget how good Soul of Cinder is. I'll put it here. I'll put it right below Gwyn. Yeah. Fuck it. Like, it's... Because... Stop and think about it, right? Think about the end of DS3, and just DS3 is the way that they cap off the series. Soul of Cinder is such a great send-off to everything. Like, as a final boss, you can really feel they just gave us just fan service. They really gave us like a real treat with Soul of Cinder. And I love it. People complain about some of the fan service in DS3. I totally understand that. But I feel like Soul of Cinder is kind of the exception. Soul of Cinder is so fucking cool. It's a great boss. I love how in the first phase it has 4 different sort of phases, quote unquote, but it switches between them randomly. It can go back and forth between them in any order. That's such a cool idea. And then bringing back Gwyn and his theme for the second phase, dude, it's so good. It's so fucking cool. Amazing. What a great fight. Udex Gundyr. I think personally, Udex Gundyr, it depends on what you define as a tutorial boss. Because if you count Gascoigne as a tutorial boss, then he's probably better. But you could also count the Cleric Beast as the tutorial boss of Bloodborne, so yeah. Gundyr is really cool. Udex Gundyr is fantastic. I'll put him just above Four Kings and below Bell Gargoyles. Yeah. I like him a lot. He's really great. He teaches you a lot of the fundamentals of DS3. In the first phase, he teaches you about just like those one-on-one humanoid bosses. The second phase is a bit messier, and it doesn't really do a fantastic job of teaching you how to fight bigger enemies, to be fair, but the surprise factor of that, the first time you play, when you get shocked by Gundyr just whipping out this giant like monster, it's really cool. You cannot deny the surprise factor is really awesome. Champion Gravetender is one of the few truly like bad bosses in DS3. It's not terrible. I'll say it's like high D. But yeah. DS3 generally has really good bosses. Champion Gravetender is one that, yeah, it's disappointing. Especially in the DLC when there isn't a ton of content. Frida. Frida is really tough. For me, it's either high A or low S. For me personally, I think there's something holding her back. I feel like she's not quite S. She's top of A for sure. And for me personally, she's still the hardest boss in DS3. She's harder than Medea, in my opinion. I have so much trouble with Frida, even today. She's fucking hard, man. Yeah, she's cool. Dude, I will never forget the first time I fought her. For context, my dad was watching me play, and I beat the second phase, and I was like, oh, it's finally done. My dad was like, oh, what if there's a third phase? And I turned to him, no, they don't do third phases in these kinds of games. And then when the ashes are to a flame of lattice, and she just fucking jumped the dude. I shat my pants. I shat my pants so hard. God, she's insane. Why, when I drink, do I lose my voice? Demon Prince is fantastic. Fantastic. I'll put it just below Frida. Maybe even below Nameless King. I'm not sure. It's really, really cool. It's a great boss. I'll put it just below Nameless King. Fuck it. But it is it's a really good one, man. I love it so much. What a dude. Yeah, it's sick. The Shin Godzilla laser, hell yeah. Half-Light. I guess D tier. I'll put it just below Dragon Rider. I don't know. It's yeah, it's kind of disappointing. Again, one of the few weak bosses in DS3. It's a shame that it's in the DLC as well, but I can see what they were trying to do. It just didn't really work out. Alright. Gale. Easy S. Right. No one's gonna argue that Gale isn't S tier. Where in S tier? Definitely above these two. Is he above Artorias? Because I know that it might be obvious, like, okay, he has so much more happening. He's so much more cinematic than Artorias. But Artorias is so clean in his design And I really love the simplicity of the Artorias fight. Gale is better though. Gale is a better fight. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that Artorias is a, you know, like Gale's fight is so insane, man. And what a great way to cap off the series. Like, to end DS3, you have Soul of Cinder and Gale. Both of them are amazing final fights for different reasons, you know? Like Soul of Cinder is the culmination of the entire series, you know? It's a build-up of everything that's happened, of like thousands of years, maybe not thousands, but a long time of this cycle just repeating over and over. And then Gale is like the opposite, where it's just like you're just fighting in this desolate wasteland. It's just like, and it's just like, what are you even fighting over, really? It's just like you're both fighting for power, I guess, but like, what is it even for? Like, I don't know. Dark Eater Medea is the best dragon fight in the series. And I think it's S tier. Is it above? It's probably above Burnt Ivory King. Is it above ONS? No. For me personally, ONS is too iconic. They're too cool. They're too much of a standout highlight point for DS1, you know? I don't know. ONS is just too important for me. I want to say he's just like a very average fight. Probably like here? No. Here. No. Here. There we go. He's fine. Whatever. Really cool music. Some cool animations and stuff. But like, you know, he's not anything super special. Curse Rod of Greatwood. I've gone up and down on this boss over the years. At one point I hated it. At one point I thought it was pretty good. Right now, top of D? It's not great, but it's not horrible. I don't know. Whatever. Crystal Sage. It's a weird one for me because it's not that offensive in its design or anything. But every time I get to it, I'm just like, ugh. Like, it's not fun to fight, you know? I legitimately think I might put it, like, top of E. Yeah, I've really grown to dislike Crystal Sage. It's just so boring and just annoying. There's a lot of just waiting around for it to, you know, pop up so you can hit it again. Deacons, I don't know. Here. Sure. Mid D. Undead Legion is an interesting one. I know a lot of people really love this fight. I think it's great. I would put it personally like mid A. I know a lot of people would put it S tier. And I totally get that. I totally respect it, understand it. But personally, there's something missing. There's something about it. I don't know. Maybe it's just their moveset is like a little bit too simplistic, or maybe it's a bit too easy. Maybe it's a mix of both. I don't know. There's something missing. It doesn't have that X factor that makes me really like shit myself with excitement, you know? Walnia is pretty bad. I'll put him just above Crystal Sage. Yeah, he's not great. He's not that fun to fight. Old Demon King is kind of lame, but I will give him props. The arena is really cool with all the fucking, like... God, I'm delirious at this point. With all the dead demons around, I think that's a really cool touch. I like that you can look around and explore and see. You can pick out the Stray Demon and the Capra Demon and even the Centipede Demon at one point. Really cool. I also love how when he gets low, he does that big explosion as like a last resort. Great. Fucking cool, man. Other than that, lame, boring fight. Who cares? Last boss for DS3 is Sully, Pontiff Sully. Uh, I've gone up and down on this fight, but I think at this point he's really really cool. I want to put him like above Manus, just above Manus, and just below Calamite. Oh, yeah, that seems right. That seems good. Pontiff Sullivan is great, man. He's so cool. He can seem kind of unfair on your first playthrough, but once you get the hang of him, like yeah. And I know because I did a playthrough of DS3 where I was using my bare fists, and I think I had just beaten Pontiff Sullivan with my bare fists. And yeah, that gave me an appreciation for that boss, man. You can parry him and you can do all this shit. It's fun. He's a fun fight. Time for Bloodborne. Okay. The One Reborn is really bad. I think it gets a bit too much hate, though, personally. I'll put it bottom of D. Realistically, when I'm fighting it, it's just kind of a mindless fight for the most part. You know, I can't bring myself to despise it. Celestial Emissary, yeah, put it like there. It's whatever. It's just a bunch of ads, man. Bunch of ads and then a big ad. Big. Yep. Ebrietas. I like her a lot. Put it there. Just below Sully. Some people consider her to be like an S tier fight. I like it a lot, but I don't think I would put it that high. I think that's a bit much. Amygdala. It gets a lot of hate, actually. I can understand it, but I actually really enjoy fighting Amygdala. I'll put it like here. Low to mid B. Murgra's Wet Nurse is kinda lame. The second phase is interesting. Visually it's kinda cool, and the music box kind of music is interesting. I don't know, I'm kind of wavering between top of D and low C. Top of D. Yeah, I'll be harsh. Mikolash. This one's really hard because Mikolash, I will concede, has like a decent idea. It's an interesting boss. There are things to like about it. But it's one of my most personally hated bosses. I hate him so much. My first playthrough, I could not figure out how the fuck to beat him or how he worked. At one point, I resorted to trying to cheese him. I spent like actual no shit 20 minutes slowly chipping his health down by cheesing him. And then after all of that, he one-shot me with a Call Beyond. And I think that was the moment that I became the Joker. I'm gonna say F. I'm sorry. Maybe high F, sure. Put him below Congregation. Yeah, I don't like him. The entire fight, if you don't know what's happening, it's too complicated, in my opinion, personally. I don't know if other people are smarter than me, but once you know what's happening, it's just you chase him around for like 10 minutes, and then 50-50 he might one-shot you with a Call Beyond, and then you have to start again. That's just what the fight is for me, you know? Why the fuck is my mouth not moving on my Gurman? He's really good. He's fantastic. I'll put him here. I'll put him above Gwyn and I'll put him below Demon Prince. I know some people might get annoyed at that. I know some people love Gurman, put him in S tier. For me personally, he doesn't quite make it. But I feel like he's better than Nameless King, maybe. Maybe Nameless King is too high. Oh shit. No, this is fine. This is fine. I'm just gonna leave it how it is. I'm not gonna fret too much over it. Moon Presence. I was really thinking about Moon Presence the other day. It is such a disappointing boss. It is, and I was really thinking, because up until now I've considered it kind of just a disappointing but average boss. But when I really reflect on it, there's nothing that the boss does that's interesting or cool. And when you really think about it too, consider what it could have been. When you think about fighting a great one, there's so much you can do with that, and they just don't do anything. It has a beast moveset. It has one interesting attack where it brings your health down to 1, and then you can recover by wailing on it because of the, like, whatever it is mechanic that heals you. But it doesn't work in practice. In practice, it just ends up being a net advantage for you. And I just feel like it's a misguided sort of idea. It doesn't do anything interesting. It's going in D tier. And I will put it here. I will put it below Old Demon King, above Curse Rod of Greatwood. It has extra disappointment too because it's like the secret final boss. And it has such a cool design, but gameplay wise, nothing. Nothing interesting. Ludwig the Accursed. Probably my favorite boss in the series. Even to this day, even with Sekiro and DS3 and Elden Ring coming after the Old Hunters, I still consider Ludwig to be the best. Like, lore-wise, Ludwig is great. The first phase is like hectic and terrifying, and then that cutscene in the middle, bringing back the Moonlight Greatsword is so fucking hype. The cutscene's amazing. That second phase is so just insane and like cool and fucking awesome, and it has the best music in the series. Like, the only rival, I think, in terms of music is probably Gale. But, nah, Ludwig's theme is so amazing, man. Dude. You can tell I really love music in these games, but it's true. It makes a big difference for me. Living Failures. I don't hate them, but they don't really... top of D? They have really good music, though. Just saying. Just saying. That music is real good. Cleric Beast. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. I'll put it top of C. Yeah, that seems right. Maria. Maria is S tier. I will put her either just above or just below Artorias for me. I'll put her just below Artorias. Some people might disagree with that, but I don't know, man. Artorias is... There's something really rewarding about fighting Artorias. Orphan of Kos. Apparently some people hate Orphan of Kos, actually. I've seen some people also put him at the top of S tier as like one of the best bosses in the series. I think he is like... here, maybe? Mid-A, in my opinion. I don't know. He's good. He's a very good fight. Very good. But, you know, he's missing that X factor, in my opinion. Lawrence. Bottom of C? Sure. Cleric Beast at the top, Lawrence at the bottom. That makes sense to me. Just a scaled up endgame version of the Cleric Beast. The second phase is something different, but it's all kind of brought down because a lot of his attacks just do too much damage, you know. It's a bit too much. I don't know. And then Gascoigne. Gascoigne goes in here, just below Sin. Very good boss, especially for a really early game boss like that. Arguably the tutorial boss. or one of them. Yeah, really good. Lore is great, gameplay is great. Teaches you everything you need to know about Bloodborne for the most part. Yeah, he's awesome. Bloodstarved Beast, I enjoy. I can see why people wouldn't like it because of the toxic, but no, I think it's a really fun, exhilarating fight. One of the standouts for the early game in Bloodborne. Parrying it is so satisfying. Put it here, just above Udex Gundyr. Vicar Amelia, probably like above Amygdala, below Dragon Slayer armor. There we go. Witches of Hemwick. When I first played Bloodborne, this was my ultimate just meme boss because I just found it hilarious how shitty and easy it was. Upon replaying Bloodborne a million times, I don't know. It's kind of just a nothing boss. There's not really much to it. It feels like one of the mini bosses you would fight in like an Elden Ring dungeon. I can't bring myself to put it in F tier personally. I'm gonna put it in low E. Shadows of Yharnam. Surprisingly a pretty good fight. You would think that it would be kind of annoying, but no, it works pretty well. It's pretty fun. I will put it above Vicar Amelia, below Dragon Slayer armor. There we go. That works out nice. Okay. Hot take alert. Hot take time. Hot take. Here it comes. Rom is great. I love Rom. I will put Rom at the... No, well, hold on. Do I put Rom at the bottom of A? Because I'm just thinking about it. There are some bosses in B that are really good. Okay, first of all, Sanctuary Guardian is better than Aldrich. Sanctuary Guardian is a good boss. In fact, I'll put Sanctuary Guardian at the bottom of A. Then I'll put Rom at the top of B. There we go. That's how I'm going to handle it. I'm still so frustrated that my mouth isn't moving. Why? Ligarius is really cool. I'll put him... Put him above Orphan of Kos, below Champion Gundyr? Maybe he's above Champion Gundyr. I think he's just above Champion Gundyr. Only by a little bit. They're very close. They're very good bosses. Dark Beast Pile. It gets a lot of shit. Again, it's not very good. I don't think it quite deserves a lot of the hate that it gets. I think it's still an okay boss. I'll put it there. No, I'll put it above One Reborn. Yeah, above One Reborn, below Old Dragon Slayer. Okay. Lastly, it's just Sekiro. Here we go. Owl Father is the only Sekiro boss I have not fought yet. Here is why. It's because I am on my 4th playthrough of Sekiro, and I'm doing a challenge run where I have the demon bell or whatever it is, and I also did the thing with Kuro's charm that makes it harder. So I haven't gotten to the end of that playthrough yet. I haven't done that, ending or whatever yet, so I haven't fought him yet. I'm sure he's great, but whatever. Divine Dragon. Before Rykard, I would say this is the best gimmick fight. Rykard has now overtaken this boss as like the best gimmick fight in the series, I think. But Divine Dragon is still so cool, man. I won't put it in A, but I'll put it at like I will put Divine Dragon just below Dragon Slayer armor. Gameplay wise, yeah, there's not much, but visually amazing. Music, it has the best song in Sekiro, easily. I love that track so much. Just like everything. I guess it does have a kind of an underwhelming first phase where you fight all the ads, but I guess it's there to kind of add some challenge. I can't, it doesn't really change it for me. Demon of Hatred. This is a tough one. I feel like a lot of people really don't like it because it doesn't really match the gameplay style of Sekiro. I understand that. But I still find it to be a really enjoyable fight. I think I will put it at... I think I'm going to put it at top of B tier for now. Personally, I don't hate it that much, but I can totally see where people are coming from. That it kind of just feels like a Dark Souls or a Bloodborne boss that they threw into Sekiro without really considering how it would work. Yeah, the ghost version of the monk. Realistically, it's not that offensive, but it's just, I feel like it kind of takes away from the old monk fight later on. And that makes it worse. Like, that really drops it down. It's gonna be like top of D for me. I don't understand why it's in the game. I know that it's just a palette swap of the old monk. Sorry, of the corrupted monk, but... And it has less moves and less phases and stuff, but... yeah, it really legitimately lessens the impact of that fight later on, which is a shame. Genichiro... I guess this is when you fight him on top of the tower. He's really, really cool. Put him... Put him just below Orphan of Kos? Sure. He's really good. He's great. He's the Virgil character of the game, I guess. Guardian Ape. I don't know why Guardian Ape is separated into two different things. That's weird. I'm just going to count it as one fight, personally. Here's the thing. I love Guardian Ape, but I don't really understand why I love it. Realistically, the fight doesn't have that much going on. Mechanically, even like Genichiro is a more interesting fight. But there's something about Guardian Ape that's just so dope. The animation's amazing. The arena is gorgeous. Just the way that it moves and everything is just so sick. And yeah, that surprise in the second phase is like a very, very good gotcha moment. I love it. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I think Guardian Ape is like low S. Yeah. It's such a fun fight, man. I have so much fun every time I do it. Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. He's fine. He's funny for the meme, so I'll at least put him at high C. He's below Demon of Song, which I feel bad about. All right, I'll put him above Velstadt. Sure. Yeah. He's fun. He's fine. He's I know that he gets overshadowed by a lot of other Sekiro bosses, but he's a solid fight. He's a good early game encounter. The memes are hilarious. Lady Butterfly. I know a lot of people don't really like this fight because you can just cheese it and she's really easy, but personally I've never bothered to cheese her. I don't really feel the need to. I don't know, I feel like every boss can be cheesed in some way if you really want to. I find it to be a weird complaint. Other than that, I think she is cool. I think she's not amazing, but she is good. She's a good fight. I'm gonna put her above Looking Glass Knight, below Lost Sinner. Owl is really, really good. He's one of the better fights in Sekiro, in my opinion. I'm gonna put him... I think I'll put him above Gwyn. I know that's generous, but Owl is really, really good. But then again, no. I'm moving him down. He's below Soul of Cinder. He's really great, but I don't think he's as memorable as these fights, you know. Folding Screen Monkeys. I appreciate the idea a lot. I really do. I don't hate the fight. It's not horrible. But Yeah, on replay, it's not really that fun. Corrupted Monk. Like I said earlier, the Ghost version kind of brings it down a little bit, which is a shame, but the Corrupted Monk is still a really good fight. I know that it's similar to Lady Butterfly, where you can cheese it quite a bit, but I think even though you can cheese this fight, there's still some challenge to it. More so than Lady Butterfly. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it here, just below Demon of Hatred. Yeah. Alright, Ishin. I don't remember what his title is, but this is the one where you fight him like during the Shura ending. I've only done the Shura ending once. I feel like I don't really remember enough about this fight to judge it properly. I'm gonna say... Say he's above Owl, but I'll still say he's below Soul of Cinder. Because again, Soul of Cinder is a much more memorable fight in my opinion. And the very last one that we're doing is Ishin Sword Saint. I think this is an S tier fight. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with me on that. But where in S? Personally, I think I'm gonna put him here. Maybe. Let me think about it. I'm really thinking. I'm really thinking. Shit, this is tough. Because I don't want to be like... Because he has so much going on. He's such an intricate fight. But just because he has more stuff going on doesn't inherently mean that he's better than a fight that's simple. Because Artorias is a really simple fight that is just done perfectly. And I feel like if I'm just giving it to a boss that has more stuff going on, like... Even then, do I put him above Maria? I think I feel comfortable putting him above Maria. Artorias... I'm gonna keep him just below Artorias. I know a lot of people will be like, what? Ishin is like the best boss in the series. What are you talking about? He's so... Shut up. It's my list. And I've had alcohol, so I can just blame it on that. Listen, regardless of any of this entire tier list, I'm sure that next week my opinion will be completely different. Who the fuck knows? It's impossible to say. Even though I know for certain, like, you know, I feel like my feelings on a lot of these bosses are just based on, like, in the moment, just kind of like gut feeling, you know? So, yeah. I guess that's it. That's pretty much every boss ranked except for the Demon Soul stuff. I should clarify with Demon Souls. I said at one point during my Elden Ring playthrough that I've never played Demon Souls. That's only half true. I got maybe like a third of the way through Demon Souls, maybe even halfway. So I have fought a lot of these Demon Souls bosses, but I would rather finish the game first before I do any sort of ranking on them. Yeah. Anyway, those are my inebriated thoughts on every Soulsborne boss outside of Elden Ring. I feel like Elden Ring, I thought about including it here, but it's come out so recently that I'm still processing my thoughts on a lot of those bosses. Like, I've played through Elden Ring almost 4 times at this point, and even on my most recent playthrough, my opinions on a lot of bosses changed drastically. They drastically changed. Like, for example, as of my most recent playthrough, my favorite boss in Elden Ring, I consider this to be an S tier amazing boss. Actual no shit, Morgott. I don't know why. I just fucking love him. I think his moveset is amazing. I think lore-wise he's awesome. I think he has a really great presence to him. His music is great. I think he's perfectly balanced. He doesn't feel bullshit to me. A lot of bosses in Elden Ring have like weird balancing stuff, but Morgott is so awesome. Dude, he's so great. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling about Morgott. This is the tier list. I'll put a full screenshot of it at the end so you can look at it, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Bye. Beautiful morning, you're the sun in my morning, babe. Nothing I wanted.